Hey there, Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, Gemini Rising. It's Maggie. Welcome to Moonlit Waters. Today we're going to take a look at what we can find out about your career and finance path for the next little while here. We've got so much energy in Pisces as I'm recording this that it feels very diffused and really hard to figure out what's going on. And this seems to be an area that I think could use a little more clarification. I do want to encourage you to pay attention to your dreams and your intuition. It should be very heightened at this time and should make making choices and decisions seem a little clearer. Wow, in the space where we would expect to see money, the money card showed up, so that's great news. Okay, so I'm doing the 9-card spread. We'll pull clarifiers for it. And as always, I appreciate it when you hit that thumbs up and show support for this channel. If you would like to hit the subscribe button and notifications, you'll know when I upload videos, which is always good if you're interested in that. All right, let's see what we have going on here. Your overall, okay, well, we have two apparently. Your overall energy is the tree. The tree is about growth and health and everything, but it's the winter scene. So I'm recording this on the 19th of March. Tomorrow will be the beginning of the equinox. If you're in the northern hemisphere, it's spring. If you're in the southern hemisphere, it is the fall equinox. You'll have to decide how this resonates for you, that you have the winter card showing up here. It is a time of pulling your energy in, of allowing things that have oh, you know what it is? It totally makes sense. Okay, so the North Node just went through your sign, and that year and a half afterwards, when the North Node moves on into Taurus, it's the period of integration, and that is what winter is. It's the time when all the leaves have fallen off the trees, and now they're covered with the snow, and they break down underneath, and they feed the soil, and they prepare the soil for opportunities to come down the line. And so it is that integration energy that is going on, and it comes with the star card, which is lovely. The star card is about picking your path and knowing the destination and what direction you're going to move in. And it's also like the North Star to me, the North Node kind of moon. And so it is that energy of, okay, so we've gone through this, and now what are we going to do next? And it's the integration period that you are in. So in the key to the situation here, we have the Stork card. The Stork card is about that long-awaited change, that thing that you've been waiting, the news, the information to come in. Generally, to me, it represents about a 9-month waiting period. And I think that you're in the middle of it. You're in the middle of it, this waiting period. Again, it's this integration, allowing things to break down. In the area of where you have been trying to find out information, we're at the crossroads. We're at the ways. I love this card because it looks like there's an Ace of Pentacles sitting there, right? And so it's like, you could go left or you could go right, and I don't think you'll be off your path. It's just a matter of choosing what you're going to see along the way. The scenery will be different. The challenges will be different. The opportunities will be different in some way, but you're not off your path. And always Spirit brings you back to another fork in the road so that you can keep moving in the direction to learn the lessons that you intended to learn. So let's say, for instance, let's just pick love, although there's nothing on here that's talking about love, really. Well, maybe. But, so let's talk about love. You came here to experience a certain particular kind of experience in love. And you met two people and you chose one, and you had an experience with them, and it would probably be different than the experience you had with the other, but you were really supposed to have the kind of experience you would have had with the other. So this one falls apart, and you come back to a crossroads, a fork in the road, and again, you'll be presented with the opportunity. Do you pick the same thing that you already had that didn't work out, or do you go in the other direction and have the other experience? And so always the opportunity comes back. It always comes back, only you learn and grow, and so actually you're elevating up. And so it's like you come around to that point again, and then you choose, and then you spiral up again. And so there's something that, there's a choice and a decision that's been coming in that has required you to set your sights on what you want and allow the integration of the knowledge and the experience of past times and experiences that you've had to integrate to help you in the decision-making process. It feels like a need to make a choice and decision. In the area of how do you transform this, you have the garden. This garden is a card of abundance. And in the area of fish, of money, you have the fish, which is also a financial abundance. And so I think you're moving into an arena of your life where whatever it is that you are seeking, and it looks very much like it is around finances, career, which is what we were looking at anyway, that there's a new opportunity. So maybe there was a job that you wanted in the past, or a career path or something, but your parents wanted you to do something else. So you did what they wanted you to do, but it didn't work out. You didn't like it. Now you have the chance to come back and go, no, you know, I want to follow my heart and do what I want to do, because in the area of anxiety, we have the heart card. And so there has been a situation that's been stressful, and it hasn't felt right. It hasn't felt good. And when you follow the path of joy, you're always on the right trail. And so maybe you did as expected, or did what was, you know, well, you know, this is the family business, and you're like, oh, okay, I really wanted to go, you know, make widgets, but I'll do the family business. Or maybe, you know, your parents were like, well, we have to have a doctor in the family, so you're going to med school, and then you go to med school, and you're like, oh, I really hate this. I want to sell real estate. It's kind of like you make your choices and decisions as you go along the way, and so then you choose. You choose what makes you happy. And so there's this long-awaited change that's happening here for you right now. In the area of the heart space, we have the letter. This letter looks a lot like a contract that's being written out, but what's interesting is on this one, it's got all these hashtag marks, like you're counting something off. And so there's an accounting in the heart space of the lessons that were learned, of the pros and the cons of a situation. And I really want to encourage you to come down on the side of what makes you feel happy. Where does the joy come in? Because it is in the joy that you get the true abundance that the universe is trying to offer you. In the area of obstacles, we do have this contract here, this you know, commitment that is the obstacle that is either standing in the way. You've signed a contract, you've committed to something, you've been going to school for 6 years to learn how to be a doctor, but you really hate it. You're in the ER going, I don't want to be here, I want to be out selling real estate. How do I, after wasting all this money and time learning how to do this, tell my parents, yeah, sorry, I got to go do this other thing? There's a contract that's standing in the way, or you're trying to get a contract in order to do what it is that you want to do, and it just hasn't come through yet. And that could be the long-awaited change that is coming. There is a cycle that is getting ready to complete. There is a need for you to really follow your intuition, because in the action to take, we have the moon card. The moon card can sometimes represent confusion, but I don't think it does here. I think this is about following your intuition and allowing a cycle to complete. It is not completed. This is waiting on, but it's moving in that direction. It's just not there yet, because here at the outgo, here you are standing there. You have the tools. You're ready to get to work. You're ready to get to work. You're not working yet. You're gathering what you need and you're prepared, but you're just not quite there yet. So the question is, what else do you need to bring in this abundance? You're thinking about it. You're doing the accounting on it. This is what I need. This is what I feel like. There's a timing. It feels like a timing issue. And you really need to follow your intuition, navigating clarity as to when you're going to come out of this period of stasis and integration, and then begin the work. But it's coming very soon. On the 27th of this month, we have the Mercury moving into Aries. So tomorrow on the 20th, the sun moves there, and then we have Mercury in Aries, and things are going to start speeding up. And Gemini, that may be when you start to get this happening, because now Mercury is in this area of sextile, of choice and decision around issues of community, and with your sign, it's your 11th house. Especially if you're a Gemini rising, it's 11th house of group and group activities. But either way, whatever you are, sun, moon, or rising in Gemini, it's in the area of choice and decision making. So I believe that that's where you're going to, while that Mercury is moving through there, transiting through, and it gets through really fast. I want to say it's like a month I think it's like a month and then it already moves on. So Mercury is moving very quickly. Let's just take a look because I feel, since that is your ruling planet, that this somehow is very significant on the timing. So let's take a look at what all is going on with Mercury. So Mercury gets there, and Mercury moves very quickly through, and it gets into Taurus on the 12th of April. Like 3 weeks. It transits that whole sign, and then it makes it all the way into your sign on, oh my God, Mercury gets into Gemini, so it's at 0 degrees on the 30th of April when we have a new moon eclipse in Taurus. There's a timing issue. There's a timing issue that's going on here. It retrogrades and works its way back, gets to 4 degrees, and it is in retrograde during the full moon eclipse on the 16th of May. It's already, on the 10th of May, it goes into retrograde. So there's some kind of timing that's lined up with these moons that is happening. And you have the advocate. You have the advocate as your superpower here. I align with the greater good of all. This is Saturn. Saturn is in a fellow air sign right now. It's up there in Aquarius. I want to see where it's at those moons to see, because it feels, it's at like 22 degrees right now. It's at like 22 degrees of, wow, this is so not the track I thought we were going on, people. I'm sorry if you, hope you hang in there with me. But it feels significant. There's a timing issue here. So, area of choice and decision making, that is that first week of April. That is that first week of April when it's going to be in the area of choice and decision making there also. And that'll be about what is for the greatest good of all. So in just 3 to 4 weeks here, I feel like this decision making process is really going to fall into place for you. And as long as what you're working toward, see how that's all lit up like the sun? The sun and the moon. This decision making process is happening right now. Keep your eyes on what is for the greatest good of all and what feels like home, because these are salmon that are swimming upstream, but they're swimming back home to spawn. And so that's a cycle too. It's a very important cycle that needs to complete in order for something new to begin. And we've got these 2 eclipses coming at us, and Mercury is heading home, coming home to your sign. So here we have, what good does it do knowing approximately where the treasure lies yet never digging, having a bank account with millions in it but never writing the check, or discovering the fountain of youth but never drinking a drop? You must live the truths you discover. You must break the old rules, defy the logic, be the change. Dig, write the check, drink eternally, one little step after another. There is no other way. Start moving forward. Very soon. Very soon. I feel like very soon. Here you're swimming home, checking things off a list. The change is happening. There's a cycle. Quick. What is the shortest distance between have and have not? Right. What's distance? You're already there, the universe is saying. So it feels like the cycle is completing as you're listening to this. And it's time for you to take that first step. Pick up the tool and take the next step. Is that the call? Is that the getting your resume in order? Is that making the determination of what it is you want? There's something really significant at play here. Really significant. Okay, successful funding and release your resentments about money. When you say, I can't afford to, that is a commitment or a contract you're making with the universe that you can't afford to. When you say, I will do that when I have enough money, then you're always delaying it till another day. there is a real need to understand that you manifest what you are saying from the heart, right? Your heart's been the anxiety. So instead, see money as a tool to make your world better. Money attracts money. Money is just energy. Like attracts like. So just because you feel like you don't have enough to do whatever you want, you have something, I hope. And that something can attract more if you appreciate it. Appreciate it. So, for instance, my mom would always complain when the bills came in. And only the mail always brings bills, blah, blah, blah. And had my mother instead said, it's okay that this bill came in because I have the money to pay it. I can do that. I can do this. It would have changed her energy. It would have changed the energy around the bills, and she would have been more abundant. I know this because that was something I had to learn how to do for myself. Totally changed my life. You can do it too. Successful funding. The universe is going to bring to you the money you need. It's about making the decision that you're moving in that direction, taking the first step, and then the money will flow to you because it's coming home. It's truly coming home. All right, let's get you a crystal card. I hope all that made sense. I'd love to hear your comments on that if you know what I'm talking about here. Or if you have a question, I'll be happy to answer it. I always respond to the comments. So let's see what you have here. You have Hematite. Okay, Gemini. Hematite's great for you. It's a nice silvery stone. It's very polishy looking. It looks like mercury. It is easy for me to quiet my mind and maintain awareness. I find inner peace. It helps you to cut out all the things that are messing around and allows you to focus in on your goal and where you want to go. And you have Emerald. Nice. I earn unlimited income doing what I love. I am successful in all of my pursuits. Thank you, Spirit, for bringing it right back to where we started. There was a choice, a decision somewhere along the line. When you choose to work toward what it is you truly love, you open up the flow of abundance. So, Emerald. I earn unlimited income doing what I love. I am successful in all of my pursuits. Release limiting beliefs regarding money. Increase financial success. Attract extreme wealth. Increase abundance in all areas of life. And cultivate authentic relationships. You guys got something big about to pop here. It's just deciding that you deserve it, and so you're going to go get it. All right? You guys take really good care. I'll talk to you soon.